Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I scale my account from 20k to 80k with the 5% prop firm challenge. I'm also going to show you the strategy that I use. I'll show you a quick example that I took this morning, showing you the strategy I used to achieve this. If you want to support the channel, you know what to do. Let's get busy. Okay, so we are here on the 5%ers website. I am looking at the hyper growth challenge. They've got three options in terms of the challenges they got. They've got boot camp, they've got hyper growth, and got high stakes. And there's also a stock trading option. I don't trade stocks because of the time. The time to trade stocks, the best time is when the stock market is open. And that's usually when I'm with my kids. So that's not ideal for me. And that's one of the reasons I started trading Forex. Before I was actually trading stocks. Here we are on the 5%ers Hypergrowth Challenge. So there's three accounts. You've got the 10k account, 20k account, and 40k account. Now, depending on where you are in your trading journey, you may prefer to do the boot camp. You may prefer to do the high stakes challenge. Where I am on my journey, I prefer to do the Hypergrowth Challenge. So it only has a one-step evaluation process, and you actually start with live funds. Apparently live funds. We don't really know if any of this is real money or not, as long as they pay us at the end of the day. There are a lot of prop firms who claim they do live funds and they haven't been. They've been doing demo accounts, and a lot of them have gone under, they've gone bankrupt. A lot of dodgy practices. So bear that in mind when you approach picking a prop firm. I went with 5%ers. They've got a long track record. They've been making my payouts. They actually made my payout. Do you know what? I'm going to show you how I did in this process, and I'm going to show you how much I got paid at the end of the video. So stick around for that.
Come on, man.
So where I am in my trading journey is to actually just move forward. So I chose the 40k prop firm challenge. Okay. So I started with an initial balance of 20k and my profit target was 10k. Maximum stop out is 6% and a daily loss pause of 3%. So it's not a stop out. If you reach a 3% daily loss, it will stop you from taking any further trades. So that gives you time to reflect on what you are doing, get in control of your emotions to trade the next days. And the amount for this account is $850, which is a lot. Bruh. But that's the price you have to pay. Okay, so that's $850. Now, if you look at this as an investment, and if you consider how much you pay and how much you get out if you do pass the account, if you do go up through the scaling plan, it's worth it. So I paid about $850 and I was able to withdraw a lot more than that. So it was worth it. So go through the process of signing up, So what I really wanted to show you is not the specifications, it's actually just the scaling plan. So evaluation trader 1, this is the initial balance. This is the initial balance. This is the profit target of 2,000. And then the payout is 50%. So already straight away, if you reach a profit target, you get $1,000 back. So whatever you placed in, which was $850, you get that back. Plus you get an extra $50 bonus, which will act as hub credit to fund another account if you need to go back and do another challenge, right? So I was able to pass that, and then I got my 40k account. They did not waste time. They sent me the account credentials straight away, and I was able to start trading. So it took me about a month to pass level 1, and then level 2 took me about another month as well, or less than that. So in total, about 2 months for me to get to this level 3, the 80k account, which is where I am currently.
Nice.
In my last video, you would have seen me go through the process of completing the challenge and making a withdrawal request. In this video, I'm going to show you the amount I was able to withdraw and explain to you how long it took for me to get that money. But again, that's in the end of the video. What I'm going to do now is show you the setup that I use to pass these stages. Okay, so I've actually taken a trade this morning. This is my setup. I was able to take it this morning, and I'm going to show you basically what I look for on a daily basis. Let's switch to H1 quickly, and you can see clearly what my strategy is and how I apply it. So what I look for, if you look at this nice choppy range here, you can see swing points. You can see a point here, price came up here, it swung and it came down, right? That was that day, okay? So it comes down here, it swings here and comes back up. That's another day. Now, looking at this in hindsight, it's easy to see the best places to enter. You want to be entering in this area here. Let me just box it up so you can see quickly. You want to be entering here. You want to be entering here, and so on and so forth, right? These are the areas you really want to be entering. These are the main swing points. And in hindsight, it's easy to see this, right? You can see this is the best place to enter. And this is what I base my back testing on. Where can I get in? How can I find the setup to get in here, and get in here, right? And then what I found on a daily basis, I could also get in here. There's a swing point there, it was coming down, it swung, went up. There's a one in the New York session, it swung here, came back down. One in London session, swung up. New York session comes down. So you can see on a daily basis, just looking at this chart, price comes down, swings, goes back up. There's a move there, right? It goes on further, but I'm just interested in the scalp, right? Because we don't know if it's going to be a long move that goes all the way there or it's just a pullback. We don't know that. And there is a way to know. I'm not going to share that in this video. Maybe I'll save that for another video. But what we can see clearly with our own eyes is when price is coming down here, it did a little reversal here, it went up, did a little reversal here, came down, and it's just swinging, right? So what I did is study the price action on how to find these entries for these trades, and I was able to do that through back testing, focusing on one pair and doing that. So what I got here this morning, price was coming down. I woke up around this time. I had a look at my phone, and because I'm so used to focusing on this one pair and focusing on this price action, when I saw it, I entered straight away and I was able to get my one-to-one. So recently I've been switching over to using one-to-one. Previously I was doing a negative risk to reward ratio, but I back tested and I found that I can get away doing a one-to-one quite easily, get my one-to-one, whether it's 10 pips or if it's a little bit more. And that then means in the long run, I am moving forwards. Before I was using a negative risk to reward ratio, a negative 2-to-1. That gave me a higher win rate, but the percentage return was lower than a 1-to-1. So using a 1-to-1 will give me a lower win rate, but I need to now accept the losses and know in the long run, I'm going to have a higher percentage return. So sometimes I do mix it up depending on the range, but this morning I had a small tight range. It was only about, so from this high here where it broke structure to here, it's only about 10 pips. So straight away, I know I could get a one-to-one. If it was like a 25 pip range and then it broke structure, I would be aiming for 10 pips. I wouldn't try to get a one-to-one to get 23 pips or whatever. That's asking for too much from the market, right? I want to be in and out as quick as possible, and doing one-to-one allows me to get that. So I was out here, yeah, just I think it was just before the London session. London session was around here starting, so I was entered here before the London session started, and I was out maybe an hour it took in total for me to get this trade, and I was able to make 1% on my account with this trade here using the one-to-one. So that's what my focus is, and this is my setup that I trade on a regular basis. It's not available every day. It is available on most days, maybe 3 or 4 times a week, and I'm looking for one trade. You will take losses doing this. There are ways around that, but again, I think that's for another video. I'm not going to share all my tips in this video because I do need to actually be conscious that I am not selling anything. I am actually giving away what my edge is, and that could hurt my trading. So I'm going to keep some of the things I've learned personally, but for you guys, plain and simple, find a pair you like, look at the price action on a higher time frame and look for the swing points. Go to a lower time frame, look at the price action to see where the breaker structure is, and you can base your trading strategy just on that. Let me know in the comment section what strategy you trade, whether it's supply and demand, whether it's reversals, whether it's support and resistance. Let me know in the comment section. I want to know what you guys are actually trading, so I'll get a rough feel of what your mentality is and what kind of information you need to hear.
Okay.
So the total I received for passing level 2 of the 5%ers 40K challenge is $3,623. It's not a massive amount of money, but it's a decent return for considering I only paid $850. My main concern isn't the payouts, to be honest. My main concern is to be focused and disciplined. And that's what I'm trying to work on, because I know if I'm able to achieve this, the payouts will increase, the payouts will be regular, and that's what my focus is. Now, if you have any questions or any comments, let me know in the comment section. For those of you who've been supporting this channel, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for supporting the channel. It means a lot to me. I don't trade on demo accounts. I do not push out fake narratives. I do not scam. I do not do any of those things. And you guys have been supporting that, and I appreciate that. For those who haven't been, I don't know what's going on. If you prefer people who use clickbait material and sell you a lifestyle and sell you a dream and sell you things that are not achievable in the hopes that you will buy mentorships, that's on you. If you want to become a profitable trader, you need to consume the right information. One of the traders I've been watching recently is Trader Tom. Now, some of the things he's been saying is quite interesting, and I've been digesting it, backtesting it to see what I could do with it. So there are some channels who are pushing out useful information, but there was a lot of channels that are simply here to manipulate and scam you guys. If you prefer that, unfortunately, this isn't the channel. I'm going to stay on what I am doing. I'm going to log my journey as I've been doing. And if it's been useful for you guys, support the channel by hitting the like button or hitting the subscribe button. And I'll keep on getting these videos out to you. This is Patrick signing out. Until next time, peace.